Hi, everyone. My name is Anna. I am the creator and founder of Evolvv11. Today, I read the 100 or so pages of the Book of Solomon, three books of the Bible: Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, and the Song of Solomon. These books talk about wisdom, love, and the meaning of life. They offer practical advice on fearing God, keeping his commandments, and God's love for his people. The Song of Solomon is a beautiful poetic love song. And it got me thinking. Of course it did. I thought about who I am and my mission of sharing God's unconditional love. So let me ask you, if you could have anything you wished for from God, what would you ask for? Would you ask for tremendous wealth, good health for you and your family, the power of life over death? It's amazing to think about, isn't it? But more amazing is that God made this offer to Solomon, and he didn't choose any of these things. What he asked for was wisdom and knowledge to complete the task that God had assigned to him and to do it well. The lesson for us that God has given each of us a mission to fulfill, and the greatest blessing we can seek from God is the ability to carry out his will in our lives. For that, we need wisdom from heaven above, but not the wisdom of the world. Somehow, every day, God gets me thinking. So here are my thoughts. First, what is wisdom? I'm sure there's some dictionary version of it somewhere. But in short, each person needs to answer that question for themselves and decide whether the answer is limited to earthly life or heavenly life. It's a test, one that challenges our personal pride. Who listening to me today is wise and understanding enough to discern the will of God? And who here today has infinite knowledge of him and the Christ-like in our actions and our attitudes? Having wisdom in general means worldly wisdom. Wisdom of the world isn't always pretty. It's human envy and selfish ambition, gained by human experience and observation. It sometimes causes disorder and evil. Putting ourselves ahead of others by creating contradiction and making excuses for hurting others to get what we want. And it is even on occasion being wicked in our ways. It's built on drawing conclusion based on what is seen and experienced. It's limited and lacks the ability of spiritual reality. Having heavenly wisdom means having real life moral reasoning in all that we do, because God's wisdom is wisdom from heaven. It's the wisdom to trust God to provide all that we need and continue to give our gifts to fulfill our own hearts until eternity in heaven comes. It means to accept and willingly sacrifice more pleasures of money, power, of earthly means, and it means making yourself available to serve the needs of others as your reward. It means submitting to God and using the wisdom you're given to do whatever God has called you to do. It means being pure of heart, peace-loving, and not creating that conflict. It's being ready and willing to see things from another point of view, and perhaps even doing things their way. It's not being fake or insincere to get what you want from other people. It's gentleness. It means being full of mercy and every good thing that comes from living a life like this. So now that you understand the difference, let me ask you, do you feel inadequate in heavenly wisdom? Do you hope that you won't even be noticed? Are you afraid that you don't have all the right answers for all the hard questions? Are you afraid that others will see you, or worse yet, hear you? Are you sinful and full of pride? Does your ego sometimes get in the way? Well, a truly wise person would tell you this. Wisdom is as wisdom does. Someone who demonstrates humility, obedience, and is grateful even in hardship, and acts on the wisdom of God is truly wise. A truly wise person would also tell you that God hates sin and pridefulness. Ego has been the downfall of many, and God doesn't tolerate those who act that way. God desires to forgive and heal all of those who pray and repent. The true test of heavenly wisdom is your life well lived in God's unconditional love. Doing good for others, having humility, and settling my needs aside in hope to become the wise servant that God has called me to be. Confessing my sins and knowing that God has cleansed me in the blood of Christ. Turning to Him is my source of healing so that I can help heal others. A truly wise person might say to nurture your relationship with God, because this life we have is on loan. God gave it to us to live out His purpose for us. Serving God is our reward, and our gift given is God's will for us. It means being loving, obedient, and reflecting God's love in our character and in our actions. It means recognizing that we have a dependence on Him to live accordingly and in the wisdom of heaven, graced upon us by a mighty King. The wisdom to have an understanding that our very existence is entrusted to us by God, that our gift is God Himself and us in Him. It is amazing how much easier our lives become when we give up this idea that what we want has to come at all cost. Without that interference in our life, there would be less need for conflict. Yet the only way to give that up is to truly believe that God is providing all we need in any moment, that His unconditional love is here to save us. How much more wisdom do you need than that? If this resonated with you, please visit my website at www.evolvv1111.org. Please visit my blog in the right-hand corner of the page. Please like and share this post. You can also find us on YouTube. And don't forget to visit our Facebook page. Donations to my divine mission can be made at the bottom of the webpage. And thank you to those who have helped to keep my mission alive. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.